Hello, everything is fine. Welcome to the channel. This video and offer helps me and I help you. Subscribe and I'll bring more videos. Spain arrests suspects of racist attacks against Vini Jr. Spanish police have detained 7 people allegedly involved in 2 cases involving the Brazilian striker for Real Madrid. 3 of them were later released with the obligation to appear in court. The Spanish police arrested this Tuesday, May 23, 7 people suspected of participating in racist acts against the Brazilian Real Madrid player Vini Jr. 4 of those arrested are suspected of hanging a mannequin wearing a Real Madrid shirt over a bridge in Madrid in January. The doll, which was accompanied by a sign that read, "Madrid hates Real," was wearing a number 20 shirt, the same used by Brazilian striker Vini Jr., and simulated a hanging. The doll had been hung on the morning of the derby between Real Madrid and Atlético de Madrid for the Copa del Rey. According to the Spanish press, the hate message on the poster is often used by Atlético fans. At the time, the team's organized fans denied having participated in the act. The 4 suspects in the mock hanging are between 19 and 24 years old and were arrested in Madrid following an investigation into hate crime. 3 of them are active members of a radical group of supporters of a Madrid club, according to a police statement. According to the Spanish press, security camera footage made it possible to identify these people. The case is just one of a wave of racist attacks directed at Vini Jr. The other 3 suspects were arrested in Valencia for allegedly uttering racist chants during Valencia's game against Real Madrid last Sunday, and then released with the obligation to appear in court. The match against Valencia was temporarily stopped after Vini Jr. told the referee that a fan behind one of the goals called him a monkey and gestured towards him. The player thought about leaving the field, but chose to continue playing. However, after being choked by an opposing player during the melee, he was sent off accused of slapping another Valencia player. Reaction in Spain: the attacks, denounced by the player and by Real Madrid, led the Valencia Public Prosecutor's Office to open an investigation to determine whether there was a hate crime, a Spanish criminal category that includes racist crimes. The Anti-Violence Commission, a body linked to the Superior Sports Council, CSD, indicated on Monday that it was analyzing available images to identify the perpetrators of the attacks and propose the corresponding sanctions. The incident provoked a lot of reactions in Spain, where racism in stadiums has long been denounced by players and associations who believe that the problem is not taken seriously enough. It wasn't the first time, nor the second, nor the third. Racism is normal in La Liga. The competition thinks it's normal. The same happens with the federation and the rivals encourage it, lamented Vinicius on his social networks after the game. The first thing is to recognize that we have a problem of behavior, education, racism, admitted on Monday the president of the Spanish Federation, RFEF, Luis Rubiales, while the president of the Spanish government, Pedro Sanchez, asked to have zero tolerance against racism in football. Reaction from the Brazilian government: the player received support from officials and athletes around the world and sharply criticized Spanish football for not doing more to combat racism. After the racist attack against Vini Jr. this Sunday, President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva expressed solidarity with the player and demanded that sports authorities take serious measures to combat racial discrimination in football. The Brazilian government issued a joint note from 5 ministries in repudiation of racism against Brazilians in Spain. The Ministries of Sport, Racial Equality, Foreign Affairs, Justice and Public Security and Human Rights and Citizenship signed the text. The note says it regrets that effective measures have not been taken to prevent and avoid the repetition of cases of racism and urges the governmental and sports authorities in Spain to take the necessary measures in order to punish the perpetrators and prevent the recurrence of these acts. It also appeals to FIFA and the league to apply the appropriate measures. La Liga president's response: in a Twitter post on Monday, La Liga president Javier Tebas Medrano said the organization had denounced 9 cases of racism. Of these, 8 had Vini Jr. as a target. Medrano, however, also said it was unfair to call the league and Spain racist. He responded to a post by Vini Jr. saying that the player should be better informed before criticizing and insulting the organization. On Tuesday, La Liga said it had identified a suspect in the attack on Sunday and claims to have banned him from the stadium for life. La Liga also said it would seek to increase its authority to apply sanctions in cases of hate crimes in stadiums. According to the organization, the league is restricted to detecting cases and submitting complaints to the Spanish Football Federation. Hope you enjoyed the video. What did you think of Spain's attitude? Subscribe to the channel and leave your opinion in the comments.